Hi, I'm going to go over the Day of the Dead tin frame planning document. This project was inspired by Michelle Breyer. These are her student examples, and it's her project that I dissected to create this one. So first what we're going to do is examine Mexican tin frames, and then what we're going to do is look at all different symbols centered around Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. And lastly, we're going to examine some Mesoamerican line patterns dating back from the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Incas. And we're going to incorporate those line patterns and Day of the Dead symbols in our planning document for our frame, which is going to frame our drawing that we drew in class earlier this week. Your planning document will be arranged either portrait or landscape depending on your drawing. When you get your planning document, you will get your drawing back and center it onto the planning document and consider what it looks like as you're designing your frame. You will need a ruler, a pencil, and an eraser. And the first thing you want to do is measure in some sections in your frame for your designs. I feel the sections work really best for those specific line patterns because they help you keep things straight and symmetrical. You can create your line patterns anywhere you want to within the frame, but I wanted small sections of line patterns, so I structured them directly around the image, and I will develop them further as we go on in this video. But right now, I'm just creating the basic outline for those line patterns. All the while, I always put my picture back into the document so that I can consider what symbols might work best with the drawing itself. And so I go back and forth with adding the symbols and adding the line patterns. A couple things I want to consider as I'm developing my plan is that I want to keep some type of balance. So symmetry could be on the sides. I could match what I'm drawing on the left or the right. Symmetry could be developed on the top or bottom, but it does not have to be all symmetrical. But you do need to consider having some symmetry in your frame design. So in this particular design, I am adding symmetry with my symbols on the left and right of the frame plan. Again, you can decide how you want to apply that symmetry, and there is no right or wrong answer. Just make sure that all of your drawings are nice and light so that you can erase them if you need to, like I'm doing right now. So once you have developed all of your frame plan and you have incorporated Day of the Dead symbols, you have incorporated Mesoamerican line patterns, you have used your ruler to make sure your sections are straight and your line patterns are accurate, then you're going to bring it up to me and I will give it a final approval. And then once I approve it, you'll take it back to your desk and you will use an ultra fine Sharpie, that's the thin one, and you will outline everything that you drew. If you drew lines with a ruler, please use that ruler while you are outlining with Sharpie to make sure that those straight lines stay just as accurate as they did with pencil. Once you're done sharpening everything, you will erase any visible pencil that is left, and we will move on to our next step.